into the next segment, African Proverbs, all right, which is, a wise man fills his brain before emptying his mouth. That is our African proverb for episode 32. A wise man fills his brain before emptying his mouth. I am very, very confused about this one. Because I don't think they really meant like a wise man. That's supposed to say a wise woman fills his brain, not his. A wise woman fills her brain before emptying her mouth. Because if you look carefully, only women will talk without thinking. Sometimes they just talk. They will see and talk. They will see and not think before they talk. They see and they just talk. Which is very disrespectful and not right. No? But for real though, that was a joke. But for real though, what does this really mean? A wise person thinks carefully before he speaks out. You know? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Does this make sense or what? Because check this. I think it's high time we promote this whole notion of shut the fuck up if you don't have anything important to say. You get me? Shut your mouth if you have nothing important to say. Shut up. You know? Let's actually make it a thing. Like, shut up. Shut your mouth. Your dirty mouth if you don't have anything important to say. Some people just like to be silent and quiet. We should promote that. Because some people just talk shit all the time. Some people just talk shit the whole time because they feel like talking. If you feel like talking and you know that it makes no sense, shut up. People must make staying silent a priority. Priority. People must make being silent a priority sometimes. Which is why this past few weeks have been very, very interesting. But yeah, it's okay. So the post that I'm gonna read makes a whole lot of sense to me. It's from Facebook. Alright. It says, let's listen carefully because we're gonna read it. It's very, very wise. The right to speak is a great privilege we have as humans. The right to speak is a great privilege we have as humans. But it seems to me that out of the 30 articles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the right to speak is the most abused, while the right to think is the most unused. I don't think it is mere coincidence that the right to think comes before the right to speak in the order of the articles. Our right to think must have precedence over our right to speak. You must not confuse right to speak with the right to speak. With reason to speak. You must not confuse right to speak with reason to speak. You always have the right to speak, but you don't always have the reason to speak. You hear that? That's James. I'm dropping James. Not me, the person that posed to. Yeah, James. You always have the right to speak, but you don't have the. Let's take that back, right? You always have the right to speak, but you don't always have the reason to speak. So your reason you must have like a valid reason before you open your dirty mouth, basically. It is in exercising our right to think that we know when we have the reason to speak. It is in exercising our right to think that we know when we have the reason to speak. Speak only when you have the right reason to do so. As a wise man once put it, speak only when your words are better than your silence. Yay. What the hell is this? What was that? This thing. As a wise man once put it, speak only when your words are better than your silence. But you have to think about it first. That's what I'm getting. But you have to think about it first. If your words are not better than your silence, then keep your silence. Unless your words, the words that are going to be coming out of your mouth are better than your silence, then speak. But if you know they are not, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Let's continue. Now, to fill your brain is to think carefully, and to empty your mouth is to speak out. Therefore, the proverb teaches us that a wise person thinks carefully before he speaks out. As reasonable as it is to do, you would be surprised how many people don't do it. Brother, sister, before you empty your mouth, please be sure to fill your brain. Brother, sister, before you empty your mouth, be sure to fill your brain. Lest you will speak and regret it, and regret you did. Where haste abounds, there is bound to be regrets. Be cautious. Oh man, I'm like I can't even do this quote any justice. So I'm just gonna move on. Jeez, that's very powerful.